It's me. So I decided to next tackle the idea of a readathon, a 24-hour readathon reading vlog over this Memorial Day weekend. It is about 4:40 on Friday afternoon. Got the thumbs up from the bosses to check out a little early if we were able to, so I made sure I was able to. And now I want to get started reading. My initial thought for this was to do a Read My May TBR readathon. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know that I want to make myself do that. Plus, I've got two arcs that I really want to read. One in particular that comes out at the end of this month. And it is from my favorite cozy mystery author, Erin Scott. It's called A Riverside Robbery, I believe is the name of that one. So it's book 14 in the Stony Brook mystery series. So I think I'm going to read that next. But first and foremost is Reckless by Elsie Silver to finish. I am, I think, 67% of the way through. Yep, 67% of the way through. I'm on chapter 28, so I'm super excited to finish that. My bestie Macy just finished it, I think last night. So I'm a little bit behind, so I want to catch up and get that read so that whenever we are both done with a book at the same time, we can pick up the last book, which I believe is Hopeless, Beau's story. So I have my coffee and water. I am cozied up on the couch, put a couple blankets beside me so the kitties can come up and snuggle. And I did set up a timer. Yeah, so I have my timer here. So I'm going to get it started. It wouldn't let me set it for 24 whole hours. I could only set it for 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. So I think we're going to get started. I am not someone who can read 24 hours straight. I am not that young and energetic, and there's not enough caffeine in the world. I'm already feeling tired this week. It's been a hectic week. So I don't think there will be 24 straight hours of reading. But that's why I'm starting it on Friday evening or at late afternoon, early evening, so that I can have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to complete my 24 hours. That will make for a happier me. I've got to have some time for creativity in the midst of that. I've got to create something with my hands while I'm doing that. So, but I may use that time. Start working on a crochet blanket. I may use, excuse me. I may use some of that time to listen to an audiobook. At least once I'm done with Reckless and A Riverside Robbery, because those two I definitely want to finish this weekend, and I likely can finish the Erin Scott book tomorrow during the day. My goal will be to finish Reckless tonight and then read that one tomorrow. And then if I still want to read, I could either do an audiobook. I have a bunch of audiobooks downloaded. And then I can figure out what I'm going to read after that, because I'm going to try to get through 3 or 4 books if I can in this 24-hour reading. We'll see. We will see. No pressure, because I can't put pressure on myself or I won't want to do it. That's the life of a mood reader. So I'm all set with my merch. I've got weekend coffee and books. That is what I'm setting up for. Coffee, book, close enough to the weekend. 20 minutes till 5. We'll call that the weekend, especially since I got permission to leave early. So I think up next, we're just going to jump into the reading. And I will take you along with me, and then I will update you guys when I get a little further along in Reckless. So let's do this. Let me start my timer. We are gonna 1, 2, 3 resume. All right, I'll be back in a bit, y'all. All right, well, I am 78% of the way through. I've been, can't reach the timer right now because I have a cat on me, as you can see. Yes, this is my Willow kitty. She's my sweet little girl. What you can't see is my sweet little boy here laying beside me. He's all curled up on the blanket up against my leg. He's not one to be held, but she loves to sit in this position. This is her spot. And here on the couch, it's really easy because I can prop my arm up on the arm of the couch, and that way she doesn't feel quite so heavy. So, like I said, we are 78% of the way through. Theo just went back to the rodeo circuit and left. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say any spoilers. So interested to see where this last 22% takes me. But I think for now, take a little miniature break, although I don't want to put the little girl down. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, so we're going to, yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and I will be back in a bit when I decide to read a little bit more. Or I may finish it and come check in then. We shall see. Anyway, see y'all soon. Bye. Hey y'all. So I finished Reckless by Elsie Silver. All done. 5 stars. That, yeah. Theo. Theo. Gotta love him. He's amazing. So yep, 5 stars for that one. Ugh, I just love it. I'm so sad that the next book is the last one because I love Chestnut Springs. I for sure will be rereading these books. This might be my new version of the Virgin River series where I reread the books. At least there's only 5 of these, not 21 like there is for Virgin River. So I am at, let's see, let me check the timer because I did turn it off. 22 hours, 27 minutes, and 40 seconds left on the timer. So I'm looking forward to getting into A Riverside Robbery. That's going to be my next read. So I'm going to probably start that tomorrow. I might start it later tonight, but 6:30 is the time I normally get on the phone with my fella. He lives 5 hours away, so we do our little date nights every night on the phone where we chat for a couple hours. So that's what I'm heading to do next. And so yeah, I will update you guys either later tonight or tomorrow when I start Riverside Robbery. So I will see you then. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday morning. I am up. I woke up about 7:30. I was cranky about it. So I laid in bed and read a bit on my Kindle before I decided it was time to get up because I wanted coffee. Coffee, very important. So got my coffee, got my water, got my book, got my timer device. I read, let's see, where did I get to this morning? I am 16% into A Riverside Robbery. I read a little bit last night, and then I read, like I said, I read some this morning before I got up and did a few chores. And I have 22 hours, 5 minutes, and 57 seconds left on the timer. So a big chunk of reading needs to happen today if I'm going to get this done by the end of Monday, which is Memorial Day. So I think I'm going to jump in and read for a bit, and then I will check in with you guys later once I have a good chunk of this read, and then we will come back and talk about it. So I hope everyone's having a great day, morning, night, and I will talk to you guys in just a bit. Bye. Hey, y'all. It is Sunday, and I had great intentions of how much reading I was going to get done yesterday, and then I decided I needed a nap, and then 5 hours later, I was up, and all of a sudden, most of my day was gone. Not that I'm complaining. Obviously, I needed the sleep. Self-care is important, but it put me very far behind on my reading intentions for this weekend. So today is a day to buckle down and get some more reading done. I might vary between audiobooks and books, reading either print or Kindle. So I can also get some crocheting in because that's my latest obsession and all I want to do. Now what I realized was that I had not told you guys what these books were about that I've finished and in progress reading. So I'm going to start with that. So a little housekeeping. So Reckless is book 4 of the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. This one follows Theo and Winter. Theo is a bull rider. He is the protege of Rhett, who was the male main character in Flawless, the first book. And Winter is a doctor. She is the semi-estranged sister of Summer from Flawless, the female main character in Flawless. Yes, their names are Summer and Winter. Dear Lord. And so this is their story. I don't want to say a whole lot because it is the 4th book in a series, so I don't want to say much more than what I've already said, because a lot of it builds. You get to know Theo and Winter a bit through the series before you get to their story. This one, I think, has taken over number 1 in my heart. My favorite before was Powerless. I think Reckless might be just a smidge above Powerless, but those are my 2 favorite in the series. So I'm looking forward to reading book 5 in the series, but I'm sad to say goodbye to Chestnut Springs because I have enjoyed my time there. I do foresee myself rereading these books to revisit, just like I do with the Virgin River series that I love so much. So that's Reckless. My current read is A Riverside Robbery by Aaron Scott. So this is book 14 in the Stony Brook Mystery series. I need to drink a coffee because it is life. And I haven't been up long, and so therefore I need beverage. So, like I said, this is book 14 in the Stony Brook Mystery series. Stony Brook is a small town in the Pacific Northwest. All of Aaron Scott's books are set in the Pacific Northwest. That's where she lives. And this centers around the female main character of Hadley James. She is a small business owner, recent divorcee, twin to, I guess he's a deputy. Are they deputies and sheriffs? Yeah, I think they're deputies. Deputy Paul James is her twin brother. And so she gets involved in all the mysteries that happen in this small town. She is a jam maker, so the books also include recipes for jams. I think maybe there's some pickles in some recipes. I mean, in some of the books, because she's branched out into that. But they're just fun, cozy little mysteries, not a lot of stress. You don't have to do a whole lot of deep thinking. They're just comfort reads for me. I love cozy mysteries. I think that goes back to watching Murder, She Wrote with my mom when I was a kid. Every Sunday evening, we would watch Murder, She Wrote. I would get real upset when football ran over because that meant I might not get to stay up to watch the whole show. And that's translated into me reading the books for that series as well. So there are like 50 some Murder, She Wrote books. So just cozy mysteries, just laid back, easy to read, not gruesome, not stressful, not going to keep you up at night. So they're just good, light, fun reads. So I am now, let's see, 64% of the way through. I have read, so far, I still have 20 hours and 45 minutes left on my timer. So that's a lot to get read between today and tomorrow. I don't know how some people do this in a single day. Okay. I think I need more coffee and more reading. And I will, let's see. I think we'll sit here and read for a few minutes now while I drink my coffee, and then, I probably will need to fix myself some breakfast. But I think in the meantime, we're going to sit here and read for a little bit. So, yeah, here we go. We are going to restart our timer, or continue our timer. So there we go. 20 minutes, 20 hours, 20 minutes, 20 hours, 45 minutes, and 16 seconds. So here we go. Baby. There we go. Okay. Hey y'all, my video stopped recording. So I'm going to take that to mean that my phone might be full of video, so I need to download that. And then I'm going to fix some breakfast, and then I'll get back to reading. So I will see you guys in a bit. And yeah, happy reading. Hey y'all, I am back. I have finished A Riverside Robbery. So that one is complete, and I'm super excited about that. So I'm picking my next book. And I think what I'm going to do is, I realized when I was reading A Riverside Robbery that I had not, trying to find I had not read number 13, A Planted Clue. So I'm going to go back and read that now because it already tweaks me that I read out of order. That drives me kind of nuts, but I needed to get the arc done because it publishes on May the 30th, I believe, and it is currently the 25th. So I want to be able to get my review up before that one publishes. So I think I'm going to go back and read A Planted Clue. So for wrapping up Riverside Robbery, I'm going to give it 4 stars because it's such a comfort read for me. I love visiting that town. I love visiting those characters. It's just a fun time. There's no stress. I mean, obviously there's a little like figuring out who did it kind of stress, but it's not the same as like a thriller type book. So that was enjoyable. I have 19:44:39 to go, so still a long ways to go. Read A Planted Clue, should be able to get that one finished. They usually take me between 2 and 3 hours because they're about 200 pages each. Not a long book, and it's a fast read because, like I said, it's you want to read to see what's happening. It's a fun time with the group, and then I have to decide between reading The Bridesmaid by Kate Quinn, which is another arc that I have from NetGalley. So I could read that one, and also there is a new Whiskers and Words cozy mystery from Erin Scott. It's another one of her series. This one is the one that takes place in a bookstore / cat adoptions site. And so that one is ready to read as well. I might do that one just because I love that town as well. That one's in Button, Washington. This is in Stony Brook, Washington. So I might visit my other favorite small town in Washington. So I just have to decide between those two. But for now, I think I'm going to jump into A Planted Clue. Yeah, A Planted Clue. So that one's what I'm going to read next. So I'm going to quit babbling now because yap, 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 and I'm just saying the same thing over and over. So I will catch you guys up when I've read a little bit and make some progress into my timer. I'm still not sure if I'm going to make this 24 hours this weekend. It's already Sunday at 11:30. We shall see. So I will check in with you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey y'all, I have finished my second book of the day, third of this reading vlog, A Planted Clue by Aaron Scott. So this was book 13 of the Stony Brook series, which I realized I had missed as I was reading book 14, because there were some definite things in there that I did not expect to read. But now I understand now that I've read book 13. So I am to 16 hours and 52 minutes left to read. I just, I never realized how difficult it would be to read 24 hours. I don't know how people do this in a day, like in a 24-hour period, because I'm struggling, and this is my third day into it. I've finished 3 books, which that makes me very happy. I'd been in a bit of a reading lull, so I'm very happy to have finished 3 books over the past 3 days. That's super exciting. Now I need to decide what to read next. It's about 10 after 3 on Sunday afternoon. I'm thinking I need to do a couple things around the house, include feed the kitties, because, I've got a cat laying on the floor at an awkward angle. So I want to get them fed, because once I get them fed, they'll snuggle into sleep, and they probably will let me read for however long I want to after that. So that should leave me with about 3 hours or so left to read before my nightly phone call with my fella starts. We usually start talking about 6:30 or so. We have a show to watch tonight. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get a little bit more reading done. I don't think I'm going to finish this by end of day tomorrow like I had hoped. So it might have to go into Tuesday. Because I'm determined to read for the full 24 hours. It's just going to take me longer than I had anticipated, and that's okay. Hopefully I don't have too hectic of a day on Tuesday, and I'll have some time to get some reading in. So, going to do a couple things. Then I need to pick out my next book. So I have to decide if I'm going to read the Whiskers and Words book, the other Aaron Scott book that I have on tap, or if I want to read The Bridesmaid by Kate Quinn, which is the thriller I have an ARC copy of. So I may do that one just to break it up a little bit, since I've spent so much time in Stony Brook. Maybe I want to break it up before I go to Button. So I may do that, plus it would be nice to have both of my ARCs done this weekend. That way I can put in my feedback and that sort of thing. Because the more you put your feedback in on things like NetGalley, the more ARCs you get approved for. So I think I may do that, and then I will check in with you guys later and let you know progress, what book I decided to read, and all of that. So yeah, I will see you guys probably in a couple of hours once I've gotten into the next book, and we'll do an update and kind of see where we're going from there. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Hey y'all, I just wanted to come back and close out. I realized that I never end up doing a closing for this video. I failed miserably on making my 24 hours. I think I got to all of like 15 left. So I'm going to have to rethink the whole 24-hour reading vlog thing, figure out a different way to make it stick a bit. I did do other things I enjoy. Like I said, I took a 5-hour nap on Saturday. Sunday, I also did some crocheting along with watching some TV with my fella. So, just going to have to figure out ways to make it work. But I did at least finish 3 books and started a 4th. So, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So, I finished Reckless by Elsie Silver. You see my little Remy is making an appearance. Say hi, Remy. Bye-bye. He came up to get some snuggles because Mama doesn't sit on the couch that often. Other than when she's reading and filming like I did the other day. Or the last few days, I guess. Anyway, finished Reckless by Elsie Silver. Started and finished both A Planted Clue and A Riverside Robbery by Aaron Scott of the Stony Brook mystery series. And then I started The Bridesmaid by Kate Quinn. And that would, if I can get it read this week, will be in my May wrap up video. I'll talk more about that one. I'm only a few chapters in, so I don't really feel like I can judge it too much so far, because I'm only like, I don't know, 3 or 4 very short chapters into it. So, just wanted to close this out for now. Thank you guys for watching. If there are any other reading vlog ideas you have, or any other video ideas that you have, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions on how to be more successful with a 24-hour reading vlog, I'd greatly appreciate that as well. That would be very helpful. And just anything you guys want to see. I'm looking for input. I would love to do what I know you guys want to see. So, everyone have a great day or night, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!